It's Wednesday night, it's 8 o'clock, it's time for Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, let's quiz. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, let's quiz. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Wednesday night is quiz night. I promise to get that put into a proper form by next week and have some little opening credits maybe and things like that. So here we are. Hello everyone. How you doing? It's 1 month tomorrow, I think, since lockdown was announced. It's also Shakespeare's birthday tomorrow, 23rd of April. Also the day he died. So, that would have been an eventful day back in 1616. So, lovely to have you all on board. Hello, Les. Hiya, Les. How are you doing? I hope you're all keeping safe, keeping well, and staying connected. Let's Quiz 5, the 5th edition. It's all a bit sort of up and down, isn't it, at the moment? I know I've been struggling last day or so. Hope you're all hanging in there and staying connected with people. It's really important. Today we are going to be doing some nice quiz rounds for you. 5 rounds of 8 questions each. And so that's what a maximum score of 40 points this time round. Big shout out to, of course, my daughter and co-presenter Neve. I'll be doing the family quiz with her again on Sunday. Looking forward to that. Also a big shout out to loyal fans, Lorraine, Steve and Hannah. Lovely to have you with us once again. So this week I'm going to be giving you a bonus answer. I've got a bonus answer for you this week. My gift to you. Now the bonus answer this week is Little Tommy Stout. Little Tommy Stout is the answer to one of the questions. And because I'm feeling in a bit of a generous mood this week, I'm not only going to say that it's the answer to one of the questions in the quiz, I'm going to tell you what round it is the bonus answer in. So we're going to get a bit of also feedback on one of the rounds, hopefully get some feedback there and have a bit of a laugh. So I'm really looking forward to it tonight. 39 viewers, this is good. It's great, high 30s. Hello everyone, lovely to have you on board. So here we go. Got a couple of shout outs. We'll be getting onto those in a moment. Shall we begin? Why not? Round 1, television. The link here is colours. All of the questions or answers feature some kind of colour. So first one, question 1. In what sitcom did Rowan Atkinson play a policeman? In what sitcom did Rowan Atkinson play a policeman? Shout out to Metchi and Lee in Shoebury. Hi Chris and Laura in Milton Keynes. So in what sitcom did Rowan Atkinson play a policeman? Number 2, Rimmer, Lister, Cat and Crichton all appear in which show? Hello, Helen and Chris Martin. Got a big up early on. Big up to the Pineacker Pony and the Old Walden Massive. Big hello to Papa and La La Cuckoo in Devon. Next up, question 3. Which show won Best Comedy at this year's NTAs, beating Afterlife, Fleabag, Sex Education and Derry Girls? So it's a very strong field for Best Comedy at the National Television Awards this year. What beat all 4 of those comedies this time round? Happy St George's Day to tomorrow for all the staff, children and community of St George's in Shoebury-Ness. Question 4. What comedy drama is set in Lichfield Penitentiary? Which comedy drama is set in Lichfield Penitentiary? All the questions or the answers feature colours. Got some newcomers on board this evening. The Good Lads from Brentwood. I'm not sure if that's their actual surname or a nickname for a group of Good fellas, but good lads, it's great to have you on board. Next up, question 5. In Scooby-Doo, what colour is Daphne's scarf? In Scooby-Doo, what colour is Daphne's scarf? Hi to the Stevensons. Question 6. Which comedy featured an episode containing a court-martial over the murder of a carrier pigeon called Speckled Jim? Which comedy featured an episode containing a court-martial over the murder of a carrier pigeon called Speckled Jim? Question 7. In a famous episode of Only Fools and Horses, Del Boy gets hold of some cheap yellow paint that he doesn't know is luminous. Can you name either of the things that ends up being painted with it? There are two things that famously get painted with cheap yellow luminous paint in an episode of Only Fools and Horses. Name either one. You can name both if you want. Only 1 point available. And question 8. Which famous film director's first TV appearance was as an Elvis impersonator on The Golden Girls? Which famous film director's first TV appearance was as an Elvis impersonator on The Golden Girls? And obviously in this one, the colour is in the question and not the answer. So as always with the first round, because we get a couple of people that join us just after 8, I'll just flick straight through these questions very quickly one more time. So they all feature colours. In which sitcom did Rowan Atkinson play a policeman? Rimmer, Lister, Cat and Crichton all appear in which show? Which show won Best Comedy at this year's National Television Awards, beating Afterlife, Fleabag, Sex Education and Derry Girls? Which comedy drama is set in Litchfield Penitentiary? In Scooby-Doo, what colour is Daphne's scarf? Which comedy featured an episode containing a court-martial over the murder of a carrier pigeon called Speckled Jim? In a famous episode of Only Fools and Horses, Del Boy gets hold of some cheap yellow paint that he doesn't know is luminous. Name either of the things that ends up being painted with it. And which famous film director's first TV appearance was as an Elvis impersonator on The Golden Girls? So, if anyone wants a little shout out or a big up or a hello, we've got the live chat on YouTube that you can get involved in. Or if you've got my WhatsApp details, WhatsApp me, and I'll give you a shout out from there. Let's go to the answers for TV. So, number 1. In which sitcom did Rowan Atkinson play a policeman? That was The Thin Blue Line. Number 2, Rimmer, Lister, Cat and Crichton all appear in which show? That's Red Dwarf. Still going strong on Dave. Number 3, which show won Best Comedy at this year's NTAs, beating Afterlife, Fleabag, Sex Education and Derry Girls? So the comedy that was good enough to beat all 4 of those was Mrs. Brown's Boys. Voted for by the great British public. Which comedy drama is set in Litchfield Penitentiary? Well, that is Orange is the New Black. In Scooby-Doo, what colour is Daphne's scarf? Well, she always wears, to go with her offset her red hair, it's green. She wears a green scarf. And which comedy featured an episode containing a court-martial over the murder of a carrier pigeon called Speckled Jim? That's Blackadder Goes Forth. Shout out to Badass and Rachy Babes. And also a shout out to Hug 1 and Hug 2. In a famous episode of Only Fools and Horses, Hillboy gets hold of some cheap yellow paint that he doesn't know is luminous. Name either of the things that ends up being painted with it. Well, you could have either the kitchen at the local Chinese takeaway or Del and Rodney's mum's fiberglass memorial. Very funny episode of Only Fools and Horses. Which famous film director's first TV appearance was as an Elvis impersonator on The Golden Girls? Well, that is Quentin Tarantino. There he is at the back there. Looking very Tarantino-esque. So that was TV, colours. Be interested to know how many you got. Always good to gauge how difficult, how easy the rounds are. Shout out to Timmy the Rabbit. Yes, maybe put your scores, pop your scores in the live chat or on the WhatsApp there. Nice to know how you're all doing out there. Obviously, you mark your own papers on this quiz, and I trust you. You have to trust yourselves not to look up the answers, and exchange your answers or exchange your scores with people that you're playing against in the same house or in different households. Right, round 2, geography. Love a bit of geography on round 2. Capital cities this time around. Right, what's the world's most northerly capital city? So what is the world's most northerly capital city? So after the name of the city, not the country, what would that be? Okay, so we've got some marks coming in. We've got a 4, we've got a 6, we've got a 5. We've got another 6, got a 7. Oh my goodness, Team Hobbit in Devon, round 1, 8 points. They've set the bar very high. Good scores though, well done everyone. Question 2 on capitals. Now, what is unusual about the capital cities of Kuwait, Guatemala, Panama, and Mexico? So what's a little bit unusual about the capital cities of Kuwait, Guatemala, Panama, and Mexico? Number 3, in which capital city would you find a parliament called the Folketing? In which capital city would you find a parliament called the Folketing? Right, 4. What capital city would you be in if you saw these? What capital city would you be in if you saw these? Again, it's the name of the city and not the country I'm after on this one. Got a couple of well dones coming through for Team Hobbit. That's nice to see, a bit of sportsmanship in the quiz. Right, number 5. What was regarded as the capital city of England before London? What was regarded as the capital city of England before London? Question 6. Now, name any capital city that begins with either Q, U, I, or Z. So you only have to name one of them. There's one capital city in the world that begins with Q, one that begins with U, one that begins with I, and there's one that begins with Z. Name any one of those 4 capital cities. I think there's going to be some top drawer answers in this round. I think certain people know their capitals. Question 7. What river runs through the centre of Dublin? Obviously, Dublin, capital of Ireland. What river runs through the middle of it? And number 8, what's the most southerly capital city in the world? What's the most southerly capital city in the world? I think maybe there's that question 6 that we might need to pop back to. It takes a little bit of time maybe to think of. Name any capital city that begins with either Q, U, I, or Z. So before we go to the answers for the geography round, as always, I've got my little advert for... We do a little family quiz, Sundays, 3 o'clock. I go again this Sunday, the 26th of April. I'll have my daughter and co-host back on board again, helping me ask the questions and give the shout-outs. Very much looking forward to that. And we run that at 3. Proves really popular. Actually, there's more viewers for this than there are for the Wednesday pub quiz. So that's this Sunday, 26th of April, 3 p.m. It's a quiz for the whole family, but for younger quizzers in particular. And if you want to sort of keep up to date of when the quizzes are coming up and things like that, you can always go over to my channel, youtube.com/Marc Norris Quiz. Click on subscribe and you will be notified when the quizzes are going live, when they're posted and things like that. So let's go back to geography for the answers. Let's go. Number 1, what's the world's most northerly capital city? Well, that is Reykjavik in Iceland. Number 2, what's unusual about the capital cities of Kuwait, Guatemala, Panama, and Mexico? They all have their country's name followed by the word city. So it's Panama City, Kuwait City, Guatemala City, and Mexico City are the names of those particular capitals. In which capital city would you find a parliament called the Folketing? I probably pronounced that completely wrong. That is Copenhagen, Denmark. And that's where you'll find that. What capital would you be in if you saw these? Well, they're the Petronas Towers, and they're in Kuala Lumpur, in Malaysia, I think that is. What was regarded as the capital city of England before London? Well, that was Winchester. It was sort of one of the big sort of centres at the time in sort of the Anglo-Saxon world, I think. And it was described as being the de facto capital of the country at that particular point in time. Name any capital city that begins with the letters Q, U, I, or Z. There are one of each. So a point if you got either of Quito in Ecuador, Ulaanbaatar in Mongolia, Islamabad, Pakistan, or Zagreb in Croatia? Q-U-I-Z. Very well done if you got those. What river runs through the centre of Dublin? That's the River Liffey. And finally for geography, what's the most southerly capital city in the world? That's right down the bottom. Wellington, New Zealand. Wellington, New Zealand. Right, so that's our geography capitals. Right, I think we could all do with a little bit of cheering up. So this next round, I've designed designed for us to have a bit of a communal kind of a bit of a laugh, right? So let me show you what the round is first. The round is basically nursery rhymes. Okay, I'm going to ask you some questions about nursery rhymes, and I've got 3 bonus points on offer here. 3 individual bonus points. Now, obviously, you get a point if you get the right answer, but I will also give a point if somebody either posts or WhatsApps me with a funny wrong answer or a slightly inappropriate wrong answer. Try not to go too dark or too disgusting on it. If they make me laugh, I'm going to give that particular team a bonus point. You can have a bonus point for yourself. Okay. Also, what I'm going to say, in the nursery rhyme round, one of the answers is Little Tommy Stout. I can't emphasize that enough. One of the answers in the nursery rhyme round is Little Tommy Stout. Okay, let's go. Question 1. What was little Jack Horner doing in the corner? What was little Jack Horner doing in the corner? Just bear in mind, bonus answer could be the answer to any of these. If you come up with a funny answer and you text it or put it on the live chat and it makes me laugh, I will give you an extra point. Number 2, what did the 4th little piggy have? What did the 4th little piggy have? Question 3, what are little boys made of? Some of the funny answers are starting to come in. Okay. Okay. 4. What is Friday's child? What is Okay. What is Friday's child? 5. In the rhyme, there was an old lady who swallowed a fly. What's the final thing she eats that leads to her death? In the rhyme, swallowed a fly. What's the final thing she eats that leads to her death? Remember, the bonus answer could be the answer to any one of these particular ones. Number 6. Who was responsible for Cock Robin's death? Who was responsible for Cock Robin's death? I'm going to be revealing some of the answers that I've been getting through. Georgie Porgy kissed the girls and made them cry. Why did he run away? Georgie Porgy kissed the girls and made them cry. Why did he run away? And finally, ding dong bell, pussy's in the well. Who put her in? Little Johnny Flynn. Who pulled her out? Ding dong bell, pussy's in the well. Who put her in? Little Johnny Flynn. Who pulled her out? Right, I'm now going to go through some of the answers. We've had a few interesting ones come through. Right, so first of all, what was little Jack Horner doing in the corner? We had somebody say, was he eyeing up the gin? And somebody else said peeing. He was actually eating his Christmas pie. Little Jack Horner sat in the corner eating his Christmas pie. Number 2, what did the fourth little piggy have? Swine flu. If you said swine flu, you get an extra point because that made me giggle quite a lot. Fourth little piggy had none. This little piggy went to market, this little piggy stayed at home, this little piggy had roast beef, this little piggy had none. Actually, Les, you can have a point as well for what was little Jack Horner doing in the corner, Little Miss Muffet. Okay, you can have that. Number 3, what are little boys made of? Well, they're made of frogs and snails and puppy dog tails. Frogs and snails and puppy dog tails. Number 4, what is Friday's child? Loving and giving. Friday's child is loving and giving. In the rhyme, there was an old lady who swallowed a fly. What's the final thing she eats that leads to her death? Anyone who said a bat, I had about 3 people say a bat. That definitely made me laugh, so you get a bonus point. It's not the correct answer. The correct answer is actually a horse, because now she's dead, of course, because she ate a horse. Number 6, who was responsible for Cock Robin's death? That was the sparrow with his bow and arrow. Georgie Porgy kissed the girls and made them cry. Why did he run away? Well, that was because when the boys came out to play, Georgie Porgy ran away. Ding dong bell, pussy's in the well, who put her in? Little Johnny Flynn, who pulled her out? It can only be little Tommy Stout. It's the bonus answer. Little Tommy Stout. So, very well done on that. It was lovely to see some of the funny answers coming through, and you probably had a few answers that probably could not be broadcast going on in and around the places where you're taking part. So that was nursery rhymes. Let's go on to round 4. Music. Title connections. So I've got 8 questions for you. I've got 7 songs in a row. Well, 7 songs. I'm going to give you the lyrics and I'm going to give you the artist. I'm going to give you the lyrics and the artist. You've got to tell me what the title of that song is. And then the 8th question is, what connects the previous 7 titles? Okay, so I'm going to give you the lyrics and the artist. You've got to tell me what the name of the song is. And then the last question is what connects them. Should be relatively straightforward. Okay, so first one. This particular artist is Usher featuring Lil Jon and Ludacris. And the lyric from this song is, I seen Shorty. She was checking up on me. From the game she was spitting in my ear, you would think that she know me. I decided to chill. Okay. So yeah, just to give you a bit more background, the first set of lines, I believe, is sung by Usher himself, and the bit in brackets is Lil Jon's bit. Ludacris comes in a bit later on. I seen Shorty, she was checking up on me. From the game she was spitting in my ear. You would think that she know me. I decided to chill. Okay. What song is that? That's all I need. Title of the song. Number 2. The Beatles. What Beatles song is this from? And now my life has changed in oh so many ways. My independence seems to vanish in the haze. And now my life has changed in oh so many ways. My independence seems to vanish in the haze. Number 3, Erasure. We'll be together again. I've been waiting for a long time. We're gonna be together again. I've been connected to the right line. What Erasure song is that? We'll be together again. I've been waiting for a long time. We're gonna be together again. I've been connected to the right line. Number 4, an artist called Shania Twain, and here is some lyrics. I'm going out tonight, I'm feeling all right, gonna let it all hang out. Want to make some noise, really raise my voice, yeah, I want to scream and shout. What Shania Twain song is that? I'm going out tonight, I'm feeling all right, gonna let it all hang out. Want to make some noise, really raise my voice. Yeah, I want to scream and shout. Now, I know it kind of splits opinion. I don't have the capacity to actually play all of these individual tunes for you. And so what I do is I can sing them in the answers round, but I want to gauge opinion first. So if you sort of, let's just get a straw poll. If you put hashtag sing, that means I'm going to sing the answers. If you put hashtag no sing, I'm not going to sing the answers and I'll just speak them through, okay? So we'll just see if, drop some of those in. Let me know. Right, number 5, a group called the Venga Boys. It wouldn't be one of these, they made an appearance last week. The Venga Boys. The Venga bus is coming and everybody's jumping. New York through San Francisco, an interstate free disco. The wheels of steel are turning and traffic lights are burning. So if you like to party, go on and move your body. The Venga bus is coming and everybody's jumping. New York through San Francisco, an interstate free disco. The wheels of steel are turning and traffic lights are burning. So if you like to party, go on and move your body. It's actually a very close vote. I'm actually counting them up as we go. There's one there, there's one there. It's like it's like Brexit. Right. The Birds. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to reap, a time to kill, a time to heal, a time to laugh, a time to weep. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to reap, a time to kill, a time to heal, a time to laugh, a time to weep. Outcast. Shake it, 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 like a Polaroid picture. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it, shake it like a Polaroid picture. And number 8, what connects all the titles? What connects the titles of those 8 songs that we had? So, the vote. Okay, I did have 3 no sings. Oh no, I had a no sing, but then Lee Rutters said sing the last one. Okay, thank you, Lee. But yeah, there's quite a convincing majority for me to actually sing it. And so, yeah, somebody else said lose the jacket and sing it as well. Do I lose the jacket? I mean, it's just a white shirt, but okay. Well, the thing is, I have to bring it up on the screen anyway, so you won't even see if I've got the jacket on or not. Just take it as read that it's off. Okay, let's go to the answers. Right. Oh my God, this is coming in right the way through the middle of the song. Okay. It's that one. See, shorty, she was checking up on me. From the game she was spitting in my ear. You would think that she know me. I decided to chill. Okay! That was the bit that I could do, the okay. The Lil Jon bits in this song, yeah. That's the one bit I can do. The other bits I can't really do. Okay. So that's Yeah by Usher and the Boys. Right, next up, the Beatles. Okay, I can do this one. And now my life has changed in oh so many ways. My independence seems to vanish in the haze. That's Help, of course. Next up. Oh, this is high. This is really high. We'll be... Oh, God. Okay. We'll be together again. I've been waiting for a long time. We're gonna be together again. I've been connected to the right line. Okay, so that was Stop by Erasure. That was Stop, which probably a lot of you are thinking I should do at the moment. Look, let's rattle through these. Let's keep going. Oh my God. Okay, here we are. Shania Twain. I'm going out tonight. I'm feeling all right. Gonna let it all hang out. Wanna make some noise. Really raise my voice. Yeah, I wanna scream and shout. That was Man, I Feel Like a Woman. Man, I Feel Like a Woman. We're only halfway. Okay, this one I can do. Okay. The Venga bus is coming and everybody's jumping. New York through San Francisco, an interstate pre-disco. The wheels of steel are turning and traffic lights are burning. So if you like to party, go on and move your body. Really like how they rhyme party with body in that song, and they get away with it as well. The Venga Boys, right, that is We Like to Party. We like to party. Okay, the Birds. Okay, the Birds. A time to die, a time to plant, a time to reap, a time to kill, a time to heal, a time to laugh. You get the general idea. That's Turn, Turn, Turn by the Birds. Outcast. Shake it, 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 shake it like a Polaroid picture. Just a word of advice, you're not supposed to shake Polaroid pictures because it makes the colours run, especially if you do it as vigorously as the people in the Outcast video actually do. I mean, it's quite a 15-year-old video, but just a bit of advice for you. Anyone using Polaroids, don't shake it. That was Hey Ya. For those of you who joined the quiz just before we went live, I was playing that back then. Oh, thank goodness that's over. I'm awfully sorry, guys. What connects all of those titles? Well, they all finish with an exclamation mark. They all finish with an exclamation mark. So if you got all those, very well done to you. And if you got the connection, even better. So, goodness, it's hard work, that, the music round. I hope you're enjoying the quiz. We haven't lost any viewers as yet, so thank you for hanging in there. We've got one round to go. Little advert for the weekend once again. Family quiz, Sunday the 26th of April. 3 p.m. Come and join in with the fam. Kids love this one as well. Be lovely to have you there. Great. Last rounds come round again quite quickly. Right, I did closing lines of films last week. Now I'm going to do opening lines of films. One from each decade from the past 8 decades, starting in the 50s and going through to the 2020s. So on this particular one, I'm going to give you the year the film was released and the opening line of dialogue or monologue, whatever, and you've got to tell me what the film is. That's all you've got to do. I'll give you the year, I'll give you the opening line, tell me what the film is. Here we go. Right, number one, 1950, a film was released with this opening monologue. Once upon a time in a faraway land, there was a tiny kingdom, peaceful, prosperous, and rich in romance and tradition. Here in a stately chateau, there lived a widowed gentleman and his little daughter. Once upon a time in a faraway land, there was a tiny kingdom, peaceful, prosperous, and rich in romance and tradition. Here in a stately chateau, there lived a widowed gentleman and his little daughter. What film from 1950 is that? Number two, from 1968. And that completes my final report until we reach touchdown. We're now on full automatic in the hands of the computers. I've tucked my crew in for the long sleep and I'll be joining them soon. So what film in 1968 was that? 8 in the last round, Susie. Very well done. And that completes my final report until we reach touchdown. We're now on full automatic in the hands of the computers. I've tucked my crew in for the long sleep and I'll be joining them soon. Right, into the 70s now, 1978. I'm going back to Australia. I might never see you again. What film is that the opening line from? 1978. I'm going back to Australia. I might never see you again. Now into the 80s. In the year 1984, the film was released with this opening line of dialogue. All right, I'm going to turn over the next card. I want you to concentrate. I want you to tell me what it is. All right, I'm going to turn over the next card. I want you to concentrate. I want you to tell me what it is. Now we're going to the 90s. 1996. What 1996 film is this the first line to? Choose life, choose a job, choose a career, choose a family, choose a big television. See, my daughter watches the quiz every now and again, and I don't want her being offended. Although some might argue that me giving the answers out to the last round was probably a damn sight more offensive than this. Choose life, choose a job, choose a career, choose a family, choose an effing big television. What film from 1996 is that the opening line from? Number 6, 2003. In the year 2003, this film. Whenever I get gloomy with the state of the world, I think about the arrivals gate at Heathrow Airport. Whenever I get gloomy with the state of the world, I think about the arrivals gate at Heathrow Airport. Obviously, if you were to think of the arrivals gate at Heathrow Airport right now, it's probably a barren, lonely place at the moment because there are no flights going. But back in 2003, it was a pretty busy kind of thing. What film from 2003 is that the opening line to? Whenever I get gloomy with the state of the world, I think about the arrivals gate at Heathrow Airport. Into the 2010s. From 2010 itself, this film. Did you know there are more people with genius IQs living in China than there are people of any kind living in the United States? Did you know there are more people with genius IQs living in China than there are people of any kind living in the United States. What 2010 film is that the opening line to? And question 8, to complete the set, we have to go to the 2020s. Obviously, there haven't been that many films released in 2020, so it was a bit limited what I could go for. In the year 2020, a film was released with this opening line. Once upon a time, there were two trolls. Once upon a time, there were two trolls. Needs to be the full name of the film, that one, I think. Full name to get the point. So seeing it's the last round, I'll go through those just quickly one more time. So in 1950, you've got the opening monologue, once upon a time in a faraway land, there was a widowed gentleman and his little daughter. Number 2, that's the one about the computer, full automatic in the hands of the computers. I tuck my crew in for the long sleep and I'll be joining them soon. Number 3, I'm going back to Australia. I might never see you again, 1978. Number 4, I'm going to turn the next card over the next card. I want you to concentrate. I want you to tell me what it is. 96, choose life, choose job, choose career, choose family, choose an F in big television. 6, whenever I get gloomy with the state of the world, I think about the arrivals gate at Heathrow Airport. 2010, did you know there are more people with genius IQs living in China than there are of any people of any kind living in the United States? In 2020, once upon a time, there were two trolls. Right, let's go to the answers. It'll be interesting to know how you've done in this round. Right. Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there was a tiny kingdom, peaceful and prosperous, rich in romance and tradition. Here in a stately chateau lived a widowed gentleman and his little daughter. That is Cinderella, Disney's animated version of Cinderella. The book opens like that, and the words written inside the book, and it's like a magical, magical beginning to the film. Cinderella. 1968. That completes my final report until we reach touchdown. We're now full automatic in the hands of the computers. I've tucked my crew in for the long sleep, and I'll be joining them soon. Oh, this is one of my favourite films. Planet of the Apes. That's when Charlton Heston, he's like the captain of the ship. Everyone's in their sleep pods for the journey, and he's giving his opening monologue, and he's smoking a cigar in the spaceship. That's what I like. Back in the 60s, you could smoke a cigar in the spaceship. 1978, I'm going back to Australia. Might never see you again. A lot of people's favourite film, this one. That's Greece, when they're on the beach right at the very beginning. 1984. All right, I'm going to turn over the next card. I want you to concentrate. I want you to tell me what it is. And this is another one of my favourites. That's Ghostbusters. It's when he's doing that's the sort of electric shock test, the ESP thing at the beginning. Getting him to try and guess the cards. 1996, choose life, choose job, choose career, choose family, choose fucking big television. Well, that, of course, is Train Spotting. We got Ewan McGregor running through the streets, being pursued by security guards at the beginning of the film. 2003, whenever I get gloomy with the state of the world, I think about the arrivals gate at Heathrow Airport. That is Love Actually. There's a kind of montage of people meeting at Heathrow Airport. Look, he's proper glad to meet her, isn't he? That's nice. Maybe we'll all be like that when this is all over. We meet each other again. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? 2010. Did you know there are more people with genius IQs living in China than there are in any kind living in the United States? That is the first line of The Social Network. A film about Mark Zuckerberg, I think. And finally, 2020, once upon a time, there were two trolls. Right, well, the official name of the film is Trolls, World Tour. I mean, colon as in the punctuation mark, not the other kind. Trolls World Tour. So there we have it. I wonder how you've done on the quiz. I might give it a few seconds this time because I tend to sign off quite quickly at the end of the quiz. I'll give you a few seconds to send some total scores in to see how you've done. Normally, when I'm transmitting. When I'm streaming like this, I'm about 20 seconds ahead of you guys. So send some scores in, and we'll see how you've done. Should be out of 40. Well, 41 if you manage to get the bonus point. People are furiously typing at the moment. So yeah, it would be lovely to see you for the family quiz at the weekend. 3 o'clock. Team Hobbit final score 24 after a strong start. So 24 for Team Hobbit. 21 for Dylan. Is that Dylan Body Me? 21, well done. Lee, 18. Michelle, 29. Some good scores. Any in the 30s? We've got any 30s coming through? 21. Here we go. Fantastic. 31 to Helen. Well done. Lorraine, 18. Thanks for joining us again, Lorraine. 21. Hi, Reese. Hope you're doing well, mate. Portis, as always, 35. 35 every week. Solid, like consistent. Fantastic. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Rach. 32, Team Maloney. 27, Laura. Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. I know that this, you enjoy doing the quiz, but I also love doing it. It's a lovely way to connect with you all. This is the 5th quiz that we've done. If you go to my channel, the previous 4, they're all up there. The family quizzes are all up there as well. Oh, God bless you all. And yeah, I know it's fun to do this. It's fun to sort of connect and things like that. And yeah, I love doing it. And I guess I'll see some of you on Sunday, and I'll see hopefully some of you again next week. Stay safe, stay well, stay connected. Hello, Fernley. How are you doing? God bless you, and good night.